I'm Tommy Watanabe, and I'm playing Darling Mr. London, aka Edward Hawkins. So this play is about little meek, dorky Edward Hawkins, who basically lives his entire life in a fantasy world. He works at the telephone exchange in the 1970s in Britain and flirts with a bunch of telephonists, female telephonists across Europe. So in Rome, West Berlin, Paris, and he comes up with wild, elaborate stories that he has like all these mistresses, basically that he's this big playboy. And then all the women that he's been talking to descend upon his home to pay a visit to him. But he's also married and not as cavalier and as suave as he makes himself out to be. And shenanigans ensue because he has a lodger who's a curate, and he has a nosy brother-in-law and a troublesome mother-in-law. Anyone who comes and sees the show, without giving away any spoilers, I do a lot of running, jumping, falling, lifting, pushing, very, very, very physically challenging. So I've lost actually a lot of weight during the show where my costume now doesn't fit. So it's a little bit baggy on me, but it still looks good. So it's exhausting, but like a good exhausting. I go home and I feel like I got a lot done, feel very productive. But let me tell you, by the time we get to the end of the second act, I'm like, I can feel it. I just gotta make it 5 more minutes and we are good. Oh, it's amazing. I've been very fortunate. I've done quite a few shows with Las Vegas Little Theater, and I've always been pretty blessed to have a really good cast, and this is no exception. A lot of new faces if you are a Las Vegas Little Theater patron who comes frequently. A lot of new faces in this show, and they are definitely worth coming to see. And of course, some old favorites, some veteran actors at this stage are also in the show, so it's a good mix of people, which is amazing. I'm Tommy Watanabe, I'm playing Edward Hawkins, and I'm asking you, come on out and check us out in Darling Mr. London at Las Vegas Little Theater, running from January 19th until February 4th.